how do I stand up? I thought I sat down.
If you hit your space bar, once you're sit down, space bar, and then move your mouse, and then move your head.
Okay. Hi, Veronica.
Morning, Della.
Hello, how are you?
That's hilarious. I love it.
I'm sitting right next to you.
Let me turn my mic on. So if everyone can mute their microphones, to do that, I'm going to share my screen. In the bottom left corner of your screen, if it's on, it's green. So if you want to turn that to click it and it'll turn red. That should mute your microphone so we won't hear any background noise. So if you guys could go ahead and do that right now, that would be great. Okay, welcome everybody to the first ever Pacific Northwest District Virtual Convention. Rod McKendrick is having some computer issues, so we might have, if he's able to come in towards the ends, we'll have him of this presentation. If not, we might have him make a quick comment during our closing session right before Patsy. But in the meantime, what I'm going to have everyone do is while we're here throughout the day for our trainings, we're going to teach you some basics tips of room etiquettes for how to kind of sit and act and ask questions. So I'm going to go back to sharing my screen for you guys so you can see what I'm going to be doing. If you guys want to look at my screen, see if I can move forward here. You'll see in the top left corner here, if you find your name at the very top, you're going to want to click on your name. You'll see a load screen like this. And in the load screen, I want you to find the spot that says raise hand. It's about right here. And I want everybody to click raise hand. If everyone can do that. What that does is indicate to the presenters that you have a question. And once they are stop their presentation or towards the ends, they will ask you to click the button again. So if you go back to it, it will see here. It'll now say put hand down. So you'll see that right here. Now go ahead and click the put hand down button. And so that hand that was above your head just a minute ago should disappear. Once the presenter points to you or asks you to put your hand down, she'll ask you to ask your question. That way it'll be easier. That way people aren't kind of talking over each other. Now there's another easy way for using your microphone. So if everybody, I believe for the most parts, is muted themselves, there's something called a walkie-talkie trick. So if everybody looks at your keypad where you type, look for the number 1 and hold down the number 1 button.
Hello.
And let go of the button. So when you want to talk, if you just keep it muted like it is in the red, whenever you want to talk, you hold down the 1 button, it'll act like a walkie-talkie button. And once you're done talking, you can go ahead and let go of that 1 and it'll cut off your audio. That'll be the easiest way to keep people from hearing sounds going back and forth. Does that make sense, everyone?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. The next trick I'm going to teach you guys is, if you, well, actually you can't do it while you're sitting down, but after this session, once you guys are kind of in your free time, if you look again at the screen, you're going to see it says cheer, clap, confused, shake hands, dance, impatient, thinking, wave. These are all different actions that your character can do. So those are just different things that you guys can kind of do to entertain yourselves while you guys are talking or sitting around. During the presentations, when you guys are either in this main room for meeting, or you guys are going to be in the offices that are we're out the hallway. If you guys enter this room, if you look in the bottom left corner, you're going to see it says private volume. What that means is the only people that can hear you are people that are also in that same room. So this is the largest room with the private volume button. If you go outside, you're going to see either some circles or squares that look like they're flashing lights, kind of neon going around. Those are also private volume areas. So if you go into that area, you can't hear anybody that is outside of it, and you can only hear people talking in. In the lounge areas, you guys will find multiple seating and couches that have screens. Those screens are loaded with videos from Optimist International and the foundations that kind of give different information about the history of Optimist International, or different scholarship programs and what our programs do within our communities. So those are kind of just in the meantime, during downtimes, you guys can sit and watch those videos. When you go into your specific offices for trainings, those are also private volume rooms. So if you walk into there and somebody was talking to you, it'll just cough. That means that they're not in the same room as you. So just understand that if you're talking and then you stop hearing people, it might be that they moved into a private volume area or you have moved. So just be aware of that. So those are kind of the housekeeping comments. As we are moving through our opening presentation here, I would like to call up Victor Islas. So Victor Islas can come up to the front of the room right now. I see him in the back right now. So you might have to click the stand up button. So when you guys are currently seated, it's going to look like this. I don't know if you can see the stand up button that's right here. That's right there, the stand up button. To stand up, you just click that button and you'll be able to stand up and move around. Earlier before, they had also mentioned that if you wanted to move your head, if you click your space bar, I'm going to click mine, and you move your mouse around, you can rotate your head standing in place. That's another one of those special features. So it looks like we have Pat Thomas is raising her hand. So Pat, did you have a question?
No, I didn't even know I raised my hand. I apologize.
No worries. Go ahead and click your name and click put hand down. At this time, I will have Victor Islas, who is our governor in training right now until we announce the winner for the elections. So Victor Islas will make his welcoming presentation, and I will take off my screen so that he can talk. Okay, Victor, you're all set to go.
Check. 1, 2, 3. Can you hear me? Good
We can
morning,
all hear
everybody.
you.
All right. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to this brand new type of conference, which personally I think is really cool. We've had fun the last day and a half trying to maneuver through and find all these cool functions, from dancing to teleporting. And so again, just want to welcome everybody. My name is Victor Islas, and I am my home club is the Middleton Area Optimists Club in Middleton, Idaho. I look forward to meeting a lot of you today. I do know some of you, so hello to those who I know. This is again going to be a great day to learn a different way of conferencing and being together. And so again, I look forward to being with each and every one of you today and talking to you. So back to you, Ben.
Thank you, Victor. I think I may have forgot to introduce myself. So my name is Ben DeRemer, and I am your governor for the 2018 to 2020. So I served for 2 years as governor for the Pacific Northwest districts, and I come from the two Optimist clubs that are in Gresham, Oregon. Next up, if you look at the screen, actually, let me share my screen again to show you another neat trick. Is when you are viewing presentations or there's a presentation going on in the room, you're going to see at the very top of your screen, my laser pointer, it's going to say screen zoom. If you go ahead and click that button right now, you're going to see it says left web stream, main web screen, rights, and right to. If you click the main web screen, right now it's going to look really weird because it's mirror imaging itself. But if you click that, you'll see the main screen for the videos we're about to show. And to get out of that, you can either click the main web screen again, or you can click on the wall next to it, and it should release you from the view. So right now, I am going to show you guys some videos. So let me get back. We have a video presentation from Michelle Turner. She is going to talk about what is called the learning management system. In the past, the only way to be trained as a club president, a club secretary, a treasurer, lieutenant governor, one of the other officers for your club as a board member, or even the club foundation rep, was to attend meetings in person, to attend either a zone meeting, a district meeting, or an international convention. Now with this new learning management system, which was just launched this year, you will be able to log in online, and you guys will be able to do training at your own pace to make it easier and more efficient and affordable for you guys to attend. So the first video that is going to be showing up, once I change this back to a web screen, give me 1 minute here, is the Learning Management System by Michelle Turner. She is a staff member at Optimist International, and one of her key roles is ensuring that this system is in place and working for you. So once this video plays, you might need to adjust your volume if it's too loud or not loud enough. So here comes the video. And here we go.
Hi everyone, my name is Michelle Turner. I am the LMS administrator here at Optimist International. I just wanted to give you a quick run through of the LMS system, how you need to subscribe for your different officer positions, or even just a member license. So when you get to this main page here, which you're going to go to optimist.tavuti.io, it's up here in the corner right here. If you click on subscription plans, you'll see all of the different subscription plans that you can do. So if you're just a member, you can click on this member registration here and pay $6. And then if you are a club president, you will go ahead and click on the current club president here, and then you need to make sure that we're looking at the correct years. So you'll see 2020 club president-elect. It does say $6 here, but please note that it is free. The only reason it says $6 a year is because once you're done with your current role, if you are no longer in a officer position role that gets that free license, you will be asked to pay the $6 a year to keep your license. And that $6 a year, please keep in mind that it's actual calendar year. So if you were to sign up on, let's say, August 8th, you will be good until August 8th of 2021. So it's not a Optimist year, it is a full calendar year. There's also in here is for the 2020 CFRs, the 2020 Club Secretary Treasurer, and then you have the 2021 Lieutenant Governor, and then the 2021 Secretary Treasurer. The reason why we have these broken out like this is because it makes it easier for us to track. So within your ICD 135, there are things in there to become an honor club, distinguished club, honor district, distinguished district, that your club secretaries and CFRs and lieutenant governors and all of those are taking these courses. And this way I can track everybody who's a secretary treasurer. I can pull up all the secretary treasurers and see exactly who has completed what, who has started, who kind of needs that push to get going. So I'm going to go ahead and hit subscribe on just the club president-elect, just so you can kind of see what the subscription plan form looks like. You will need to go through all of these. So first name, last name, your email. You can make your username whatever you want. My suggestion is to put that username as your email address. It's just something very easy to remember. And then your password. Always make sure your password is something that you can remember easily. Please note though that if you do forget that password, you can always reach out to me and I can reset that password for you. You do need to put in your address. Your birth date is not required, so don't feel like I need to know how old you are, how young you are, any of that. But your club number and your member number are required. And that way I can see what districts their club presidents have taken what, and I can put you in districts and be able to track those easier. So if you're a club president or one of those club officers that get that free license, it'll look like you need to pay here. You should have received through Constant Contact a PDF that had instructions that is going over exactly what I'm telling you about right now on how to register, what you need to do. At the bottom of that PDF are your promo codes for each of those different officers. You don't need to fill out any of this credit card information unless you're just registering as a lieutenant governor or a member. But you should, each officer position has a promo code. And once you hit that, put in that promo code and hit this green apply button, that's gonna take care of the payment section. And once you have done that, you're gonna go and hit the I'm not a robot and then process. Once you do that, it's gonna take you right to your login page. So I'm gonna go ahead and log in and just give you a quick rundown of how everything looks. So this is your main login page. This is what we call the landing page. So if you ever hear us refer to, you should see this on your landing page, this is what we're talking about. All of our courses are right here that are going to be available. So these are all of our available courses right now, but please note that we are currently working on so many more courses for you, and these will tend to rotate at times. So if you are taking succession planning and you haven't quite finished it, we will be sending out constant contacts to let you know, you have one more week of succession planning before it disappears, because we want to make it so it's not overwhelming when you get to this course page. Some websites you go into and they have like 50 courses you can look at, and it gets a little overwhelming and you don't know where to start. We want to refrain from doing that and give you just some courses that are very, what's the word I'm looking for? They help you with what you're doing now. So like the club officer elect report, once that due date's up, that's one of those ones that'll go away for a little bit. And then next year, it'll probably pop up again in, I would say, February or May. So those are the type of things that'll kind of go and come. This welcome course is something that I always suggest that people start at. This is going to go through a way more in depth about how the system works, the different parts of it. It goes over each one of these buttons. It shows you courses. It's very, very informational for you to start. I'm not going to go too far into it just because I feel like once you get in here and you get to this welcome video, it'll answer a lot of your questions. And I forgot to mention, I'm going to go back to the main page here. So if you are a officer in different positions, I know some of you guys are the secretary, treasurer, and the CFRs. You only need to register for one of those positions. Once you register for one of those positions, send me an email. You can send me an email at lms@optimist.org and tell me all of the positions you have, and I can add those to your profile. That way we kind of minimize the amount of licenses that we're giving away for free and leaving more open for those everyday members that want to get some professional development. Also up here, please note that we have a contact button. If you hit that, all of these emails come directly to me. I get them in my work email account. So they come and I answer you fairly quickly. I try to answer them at least once a day. They do come in a lot, but please know that I do look at these and I do read them and I will respond to you as soon as I can. Also, if you scroll down to the bottom, we have an FAQ, which is a frequently asked questions. And here's just kind of like the standard questions that a lot of people have that I want to just put it out there where people can, you know, if you have the same question, the answers are going to be here. And then once you click on them, it'll kind of scroll down to the answer and the question that you want. If you have any questions at all, please reach out to your club president first. We have been talking with them on more information about the LMS system. We have also been talking to governors about the LMS system. So if there is something that they can help you with, please reach out to them, and always know that you can reach out to me. My name is Michelle Turner and my email address is lms@optimist.org. I am always available for you guys if you have any questions at all. Thank you so much and enjoy the rest of your district conventions.
Okay, next, I would be remiss, and I actually did miss introducing Eddie Solorzano. He is our governor-elect, and he comes from the Optimist Club of Meridian, Idaho. So Eddie, if you would like to come up here and give a quick welcome and presentation to our group. You guys can use the clap feature. So if you click your name and click clap, you can clap for Eddie to come on up here. Eddie, you ready?
Yeah, but I don't know how to get.
Oh, click the stand up button that is to the right of the chat box. Or if you use your up arrow key, that'll make you stand up as well. There you go. And then go ahead and walk over to here and give our presentation. Thank you, Eddie. You should be able to just talk and everyone will be able to hear you.
Optimist Club in Boise, in Idaho, and I am the governor for the fiscal year 20. We are all, you and all your loved ones are doing good, doing well. I am looking forward to a great year. See all of you back this day later on today.
Okay, thank you, Eddie. So Eddie has a poor internet connection, so if it was coming in and out, that is not your computers. We'll just have to work with Eddie on his Wi-Fi for the next presentation for this evening. The next thing that we have coming up is a notes from our Optimist International Foundation, which is for the US clubs. So I'm going to load that video here next. Please be patient. If it keeps on lagging, it needs to load all the way. So it might lag a little bit before it starts. If you could please keep from clicking on the screen. If somebody does click, that would be why it pauses for a bit until
welcome to this special fourth quarterly edition of.
And also remember, you can use the screen zoom button to click main webcam. Web screen, and look at it.
I'm Bill Myers, president of the Optimist International Foundation for 2019 and 2020. First of all, I hope you're having a great fourth quarterly. And I want to thank each and every one of you for your support of the foundation over the years. You know, the foundation doesn't exist without your donations. So we appreciate everything you've done for us. So let's talk about what's happened this year. Thank you again for one of the best first quarters we've ever had. Everybody was active, we got lots of donations, and things were looking really well. Of course, then the pandemic hit, and things naturally went a little bit downhill. So we are behind from our normal year donation, but we're still in there working for you. We are supporting the essay scholarships, oratorical scholarships, a few CCDH contests that are actually happening this year, plus World Oratorical. All in all, we'll be awarding over 100 scholarships this year. In addition, we provide almost 40% of the support for the JOY program. So we are still working. We are doing what we can with limited funds, but we sure could use help. You know, your foundation only exists because of your generosity. And right now, we could really use a little bit of help. Anything you can do to help us weather out this year and complete all our financial obligations would really help. Whether it's a small donation, dime a day, President's Club, whatever you can do, we really would appreciate it. Remember, your foundation is only there to help Optimist if you're there to help the foundation. You have our pledge to be the best stewards of your fund donations that we can be. We also pledge to be there for you and your clubs when you need it. Remember, we're giving out 21 club grants this year, including one for Nepal. It's a first, a club in Nepal. And we're doing at least 10 health and wellness grants. So all these things are coming up. We really need your help to keep the foundation vibrant and make it sure we can support your clubs and the youth in your community when you need it. So again, thank you for everything you've done. Let's get together, make this the best fourth quarter that Optimism has ever seen. And remember, your foundation will always be there for Optimists as long as Optimists are there for the foundation. Thank you again.
Okay, so that was the video from the Optimist International Foundation presidents. Next, we'll set up a video because Rod isn't able to make it right now. So we'll display the video that he had prepared for districts he couldn't make to. We'll try to get him live here a little bit later today. But the ask that the foundations are working, I'll be sending an email after the end of the convention to both the Canadian clubs and the US clubs. If clubs are able to make a donation, I know International's been sending out if a club can make a $100 donation. If that's too much for a club, we either have to some clubs to make a total of $10 donation. But if your club is willing to donate money to help offset some of the costs, they are happy to get more donations so they can support the scholarship program. If Kathy Kenna in here, who was our questions about the scholarships that are used for that. We also have our essay program and our communications contest as well. Are people hearing music? For the Canadian Foundation as well, asking the US and Canada, they're trying to get more people to support the Dime program. That means that they're able to donate one time a day. That would be helpful for the foundations. And again, if an individual can't donate that much, if they're even able to donate $20 or $10, any amount to support the foundations will support our programs, because the foundation is the one that sends out our magazines to our clubs and our members to support our programs. Their foundations, they allow clubs to get grants from the US and Canada to support the golf program and a lot of the other clubs offer. Next we have up is the video from before that, looks like we have a question from Bob, I believe. Let me get
Hello?
Can you hear me now, or is there still loud music in the background?
Can hear you.
Okay.
It's not loud music, Ben. It's a commercial.
Okay, it might be the YouTube commercial, so I'll just have to exit out of that. So we'll play the next video now. Let's see if we get this set up.
Foundation. What a year it is to serve as president of the Canadian Children's Optimist Foundation. In 2019-2020, we moved into the second 100 years of service and support to children and youth. The Canadian Children's Optimist Foundation moved forward by revamping its recognition process. We have put our hearts and souls in going the extra mile for children and youth. Then, a global pandemic locked us down, forcing the organization, the foundation, your club, and all of us to change our plans. Still, optimists are good at turning a bad situation into an opportunity. And here we are today for the first virtual convention of Optimist International. Thank you for being here. I would like to begin by spending just a moment on the lowly dime. We used to drop pennies on the ground and didn't pick them up. Now that we no longer have pennies in Canada, we drop dimes, and some people don't even pick them up either. But if you pick them up and each day you put one dime in a jar, by the end of the year, it would total $36.50. A dime a day can make a big difference. If all the Optimist members in Canada did that each day and donated it to the Canadian Children's Optimist Foundation, it would total just over $500,000. Imagine what difference this little silver coin can make in the life of a child. The foundation and its donors are proud to help tomorrow's leaders access post-secondary education by awarding up to $10,000 to each of our Canadian districts for essay, oratorical, and deaf and hard of hearing scholarships. One of our Canadian scholarship winners will soon attend Harvard University. I bet your dime a day made a real difference for that individual. I hear that somebody has a message for us. Let's take a break and listen to what these two fluffy creatures have to say.
Dear Canadian Children's Optimist Foundation, how's it going?
Hey, Gully, what you doing?
Oh, I am, well, I'm writing a thank you to the Canadian Children's Optimist Foundation.
Oh, what's that?
Well, they're a great group of folks that support optimist clubs in Canada, promoting and encouraging projects that benefit Canadian youth.
Thanks to the Kids Mental Health Optimist Club of Canada and the Canadian Children's Optimist Foundation, MI Understanding is proud to provide optimists with tools and programming to continue to support their community and bring out the best in kids. MIunderstanding.ca has a library of videos to support family conversations around change, worries, and positive thinking. Designed with medical and educational professionals, these tools are a great way to help develop resiliency. Let families, schools, and community groups in your area know that as optimists, we are still dedicated to bringing out the best in kids by checking out miunderstanding.ca. Because when it comes to kids' mental health, everyone's an optimist.
Thanks for that, guys. The outsourcing program has helped Canadian clubs like the Kids Mental Health Club of Canada optimize their fundraising activities by giving tax break incentives to their donors. Since October 1st, more than $100,000 has been returned to Canadian clubs for their charitable activities. For the second year, the club grants have been increased up to $1,000 each. 3 grants made up of $2,500, $1,500, and $1,000 have been added as part of the CCOF President's Incentive Program. We are looking for innovative hands-on youth projects for your community. Optimist clubs from across Canada had the opportunity to enter the process and still can until June 30th of this year. Make sure to send in your project if you'd like a chance to earn that special club grant for a new club project that will bring your community together when this unexpected situation finally allows us to work together face to face. We are continuing with our spread relief program, which can give your club up to $3,000 to get your childhood health and wellness project off the ground. Every community has special needs, and often the first thing that comes to mind when in need of support is to ask the Optimist for some help. Only to name a few, the Optimist Club of West Lawn in Southwestern Ontario District could help the Cancer Beads for Bravery program. The Optimist Conductive Education for children with long-term disabilities, and my understanding with the Mother's Day road race. The Optimist Club of Scotland and District in Midwestern Ontario District supported families dealing with kids diagnosed with cancer. The Optimist Club of Brooklyn in Central Ontario District could be fundraising superheroes and raise more money for the Sick Kids Foundation's Patient Amenities Fund at the Hospital for Sick Kids in Toronto. This fund reimburses expenses that are not or only partially covered by public health insurance. Thanks to your donations, Canadian clubs could use the CCOF services and programs to build accessible outdoor recreation facilities, support low-income families, raise awareness to face climate change, diversity, bullying or mental health, help sick kids, fund sports programs, and green school playgrounds. Our Canadian clubs are active and modern. They have great ideas and greater impacts on Canadian children, and we are proud to be part of their projects.
Thank you to the Canadian Children's Optimist Foundation for providing us with the Spread Relief Grant. The Optimist Club of Brooklyn was able to use this grant to host our Brooklyn Versus event, a superhero-inspired giant fun fair to raise money for the Toronto Sick Kids Hospital's Patient Amenities Fund. Thanks to your generous support, we were able to host an amazing event and to donate $8,000 to the fund. So thanks for putting a little air beneath our capes and allowing us to step up and be the superheroes our communities need us to be. Up, up, and away!
I'm Marilyn Bushell, President of the Dinner Optimist Club of Calgary. I would like to thank the Canadian Children's Optimist Foundation for the continued support for the outsourcing agreement we have for the prevention of human trafficking of youth.
Bonjour, je suis Anne-Marie Philippe du district Est-Ontario. Nous remercions la Fondation Optimiste des enfants canadiens pour leur soutien pour notre projet de JO. La FOEC a toujours été là pour nous aider à aller plus loin dans notre cheminement et nous en sommes très reconnaissants. Depuis 2004, notre district a ramassé plus de 555 000 $ pour notre hôpital pour enfants à Ottawa dans le cadre de notre campagne de lutte au cancer infantile. Merci infiniment. Un gros bisou pour tous les enfants aidés. Mouah!
Thanks to CCOF for the $3,000 spread relief grant, which helped us promote and fundraise our $90,000 Let's Play Together project. Completion of this project will enable children of all abilities to play together and reach their full potential. Thank you for the article in The Optimist, Summer 2019, about our project.
Grâce à la participation de la FOEC, Elsa Lalonde, le Club Optimiste de Hammond et le Comité du Parc Sans Frontières ont pu amasser les fonds pour le réaménagement du parc municipal de Hammond, incluant personnes avec handicap.
Finally, I would like to thank past President Vince Parker and the members of the Board of Directors for their involvement. President Jean-Claude Saint-Onge, Diane Josling, and Anne Richet-Doyle. I would also like to mention the dedication of the Canadian Children's Optimist Foundation staff. Secretary Treasurer Jacques Pellin, Administrative Director Nadège Fortier, and Administrative Assistant Morinike Fakorid. This year has put many barriers in front of us and many challenges for all of us. We sometimes say, we can't do this or that anymore. But it's in times like these that we come together to go a little further than we normally go. Like the marathon runner who is spent and has a few more miles to go to the finish line. He could give up, but normally finds that last bit of energy to make it to the finish line. Imagine if we just go the extra mile for children and youth, what we can still achieve during the 3 months left of this Optimist year and into the future. Thank you. Merci.
I'm going to try to keep it from playing any noise. Is there any music playing in the background right now? No. Okay.
I know you're good.
Okay. I'll go no music. I'll try to give this presentation again for the Optimist International Foundations. So you heard presentations from both the Optimist International President, Bob Myers, for the youth clubs, Ron Kendrick, the Canadian Children's Optimist Foundation for the Canadian clubs. They talked about lots of different opportunities for grants and programs they have. You just recently heard about the Spread Relief program for the Canadian Foundation. The U.S. has a similar program, which is the Childhood Health and Wellness Program. They both have grants that clubs can apply for projects that are serving the betterment of health and wellness for children in your communities. Grants range between $500 and up to $3,000 in some cases, depending on when you apply. If you attend the trainings at 3:30 to 4:10, we have the Canadian Foundation training and U.S. Foundation training happening in breakout rooms. By T. Thomas, U.S. Foundation will be the Foundation President in 2022-2023. And then we have Elise Nessev, who's other was the Foundation President for the Canadian Foundation several years back. You'll also might notice the room behind me. So for those who don't know, I live on the West Coast in Oregon and was evacuated by fire, so this is my temporary housing. So this is where I've been staying the last week or so. And one thing, evacuations are happening all across the West Coast and they're affecting many local regions and communities. In 2006, again, reaffirmed in 2017, the Optimist International Board of Directors declared that there was disaster relief foundations. So lots of who might like to start projects in their local communities to help serve people that were affected by this disaster. You can email the Executive Director of Optimist International and Benny Ellerby. I'll be sending that out in email as well for clubs interested in a grant to serve those communities. There's other opportunities for the grant throughout the year. So attend those trainings from 3:30 to 4:10 for information about the foundations. They also talked about the giving factor that clubs and members make often each year. The last few weeks, you may receive emails from the club presidents and secretaries and their foundation reps asking for clubs to make a $100 donation if you're able to. I know a lot of clubs working for new fundraisers this year, so clubs even able to make a $50 donation or even a $20 donation. We have one club making a $10 donation this year. If clubs may even get any amount of foundations are needing those funds to help support our programs. Kathy Chenna is in here, and she is one of our chairs this year and next year that works with the scholarship program for World Oracle. And she can talk to you about the opportunities that are given to students in our areas for those scholarships. The foundations also supports and provide the magazines that you receive each quarter. They support the Junior Optimist International program. They support the Junior Golf program. They allow clubs to do cash grants. Clubs in Canada and the U.S. on their own can't get tax deductions for donations. So you can work with foundations and individuals donate to your club through the foundation for them to be able to get a tax write-off. For individual members, they talked about the 9-day program. For individuals who can give 10 cents a day, that's $36.50 per year. This year is a leap year, but it's only $36.50. And the members, if they don't do that, they'll receive a special payment from the foundations. If a member can't give that much, and they can only give $5 or $10, they're asking for any amounts that individuals are willing to support the amazing programs that help us serve our local youth in our communities. Last up, I will now call up Susan Six, who will give an inspirational message before we break off. We will be back on our regular scheduled times of 1 to 5 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. We will have our regular training courses, and our closing session will be from 6 to 7:30 this evening. So everything will be back on schedule. After Susan gives her presentation, you guys will be able to break for lunch and mingle. You can hang out on this campus. You can also go into the regular campus during activities with playing soccer ball and going to dance festivals, the theater, even have boats you can drive around water. So just be sure you're back here prior to 1 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time so you can attend the trainings on time and on schedule. So Susan, if you can come up.
I'm still here.
Oh, okay.
I am trying to video on, so give me just a moment. It's got the spiral circle going on. Can the screen go down what's on there?
Oh, say that again.
Can the screen that says main CDC briefing go off? So that, there we go.
There we go.
Oh my goodness. Well. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you're at today. Great to see everyone. COVID did not stop us. We are optimists. And with the power of positive thinking, the Pacific Northwest District Convention has been reimagined. Power of positive thinking. There's several ways. First, start the day with a positive affirmation. So repeat after me. Today will be a good day.
Today will be a good day.
Thank you. I may not be able to hear every one of you loud enough, so let's just say it again to whoever we're with. Today will be a good day.
Today will be a good day.
Number 2, focus on good things, however small. Many of you are actually in your homes at this moment. There was no driving involved, so you're all safe. Number 2, find humor in a bad situation. It may take some time to find your way around the verbal platform. If you are like others, you probably had a chance to walk on water, bump into a wall, or run over an attendee and not hurt them. Number 4, turn your failure into lessons. We aren't perfect, so instead of focusing on how you failed, think about what you're going to do the next time. Number 5, transform negative self-talk into self-kindness. You might think, I'm so bad at this. When you catch yourself doing this, stop and replace those negative words with positive ones. For example, once I get more practice at this, I'll be on my way. Number 6, focus on the present. Forget any troubles that you had yesterday. Focus on this one individual moment and stay in the present. Number 7 of power of positive thinking is to find positive friends. When you surround yourself with positive people, you'll hear positive stories and positive affirmations. Their positive words sink in, and they will affect your own way of thinking. Good thing you are with so many optimist friends today, so be sure to mingle and talk to them. Power of positive thinking? We're in this main hall this morning, have listened to a variety of speakers. We're able to attend trainings, presentations, workshops, and we'll even be able to ask questions throughout the afternoon. This evening will be a closing session. Keynote speaker, President-Elect Eddie Solorzano, installation, and more. And there's still bingo, trivia, scavenger hunt prizes, and much more. We are together today, and although we cannot feel the coldness of the air conditioner in the meeting room, the touch of a handshake, or the taste of a meal that has been prepared for us, we can still talk to each other. And that the next time we gather with our fellow club members, we can tell them about all that we did while attending the Pacific Northwest Convention, and what a great time we had. COVID can't stop us, as we are optimists, and we will continue to serve our youth and our community. Have a great day.
Thank you, Susan. So at this time, I'll stay in this room for a little bit. But if I can have all the trainers meet in the certified Optimist International Certified Training Prep Room, which is when you first entered into this world. Go to the left, you'll see my picture on the door, and go into that room. I'm going to have a quick session with the trainers. So everyone else is welcome to get moving around. I'm going to go ahead and open up this space, so everyone's going to be standing here in just a second. There we go. So yeah, enjoy yourselves. Go have a fun time. Enjoy the room. And trainers,